Today is the 29th of April, and I genuinely didn't realise at all that it was going to be the 29th of April today. But I suppose that's what happens when you get older. You just sort of don't realise when your birthday is, or you don't really pay it much attention. I knew it was April for sure, but I just didn't realise that it was the 29th today, and it definitely feels like something that's just getting less important every year. Let's just see what happens. I've checked my rewards apps. My Greg's one gave me a free cake, so I've now got that. I completely forgot to say what it was that I got from Greg's. I got this reusable cup, as you can see on screen. I got a sandwich, and then the little cake I got, I will put that up on screen as well. My Costa app has given me a free Coke Zero, and I've now got that. And then it's also got a cake for free as well, but they didn't have any when I went in there just now, so I will go in there later to claim that. So I've got two cakes, one from Greg's, one from Costa. I just have to get the Costa one, so that's all I've done so far. Costa, I got this salted caramel brownie thing. It was really nice, but I don't really know why I chose salted brownie, because it's not something that I really like very much, but I just wanted to try it, and it was a little bit too sweet and sugary for me, so I'm not going to be getting that one again. The train I'm on right now should take about 14 minutes or so. Wokinham's not too far away. I do have to remember to get off at Wokingham and not stay on the train until it gets to Waterloo. Well, there's currently construction going on in the background, which I can't do anything about. But I went into the tattooist, found it in an industrial estate, which I thought was a bit weird. And I thought that the shop would be bigger than what it was, considering it's in an industrial retail unit, but it was actually quite small. Effectively, you walk in the door, and then he was basically at the back of the shop, essentially. There could have been a temporary wall where there was to separate the front to the back of the shop, because I think they do laser removal, like tattoos in there as well, so maybe that's what the back bit's used for. I'm not sure. I went in there, 3 tattooists in there, and they were all really nice, and I got a little tattoo, £25 it was, and then £5 for aftercare, and it is in like a little bag. I'll just get it out and show you. Yeah, that's what's in it. It's got a little sticker, 2 sweets, maybe another sticker, and then a little pot of aftercare. Basically, that was what I got, and that was £5, but the tattoo was 25. I'll show you the tattoo later on, because it's in like plastic at the moment, or cellophane wrap, and then see where the town centre is, because I don't think it's that far away. Have a little look round, and then get on the train back to Reading. So I'm not going to spend too much time here. Back in Reading now, and then what I did was went down Wokingham Town High Street, and it looked pretty nice, pretty posh. Complete opposite to Reading Town Centre, to be fair. Looked in Boots, not as good as the Reading Town Centre one. And then I realised there was a Sally's Beauty there. Tiny little shop. I went in there anyway just to look, didn't get anything, came out, and then went to the station to then come back, and that's what I've done. And then later on today I'm going out somewhere with some people that I know, so I've got that to do later on. But for me today, the main thing was the tattoo, which I now have. They put a picture of it on Instagram or Facebook stories, and I'll show you that now. As you can see it, that's what it looks like. That's what it looked like when they did it. I haven't yet taken off the plastic wrapping yet. I think they said to leave it on for a little bit and then take it off. So that is exactly what I'm going to do. I don't usually go out drinking or anything like that, but every once in a while was alright, so let's just see what happens. It's a few days later now, and I did do a lot of other things that I didn't put in the video because I just didn't want to. And I had such a good time. I did so many different things, went out with people that I know, did a few things. Over the past few days, I've just sort of slowly started to notice the fact that I am now 25. This for me was something that I didn't think would actually ever happen, because growing up I just genuinely thought that I would never get to this point. I genuinely thought that my life would just not reach or get to this point, because I was so down and had no plans, no dreams or anything to look forward to later on in life. I just thought that somehow, some way, I would get to 16, I would get to 18, and then that would be it. I just never thought I would actually get to the age of 25 or at all start medically transitioning, even though both of those things were something that I did definitely want to get to and to do, but I just never thought it would genuinely happen, and now it has, and I'm so glad and so genuinely grateful that it has, and that I kept going past 16, past 18 to get to this point. In a way, I don't think feeling suicidal is a bad thing or should be ashamed of it. I don't think now I'm at all ashamed of it. I've experienced it, I've lived through it multiple times, but now with medically transitioning and starting to become me and who I am actually as a person, rather than being forced into a life where I was pretending to be someone else, like it was forced on me through other people, society expectations of me because I was born with female chromosomes, and just the ways that I was expected to behave, dress, act, the type of job or career, the interests, all of that kind of stuff. It was just a very lonely, depressing, low time for me from ever since I can remember, all the way up to being, well, even now, I'm dealing with it, I'm getting through that. For me, the majority of it has disappeared, which I'm so grateful and glad that that has happened. And as of right now, I'm doing okay, doing significantly better, and haven't had any deviation into my old thought patterns at all with like suicidal ideation and stuff like that. Genuinely did think that that was how things were going to go for me, that I wouldn't be alive anymore, that I wouldn't still be here basically. And that really is what I'm trying to get across with this, is that I genuinely didn't expect or actually realize that this for me is actually happening and has started to happen. Medically transitioning for sure saves lives. It severely increases mental health, and I never went to or through mental health services, but I'm just genuinely so excited to see what happens in the future, and now I'm actually starting to see possibilities for me in the future. Now I'm starting to actually want to be here and want to keep living my life and be alive. It's just like, for me at the moment, there's no reason for me to end my life in any way, and I'm just starting to become who I actually am as a person. The whole process takes far too long because I'm 25 now. I started the process a year and a half ago. I should have been able to access this from significantly earlier age, so by now I could have been so much further on in my life with just basically everything, so I can have a better, nicer life realistically. But I shouldn't have too long to wait for my top surgery. We will just have to look out for that as well. That's just it from me.